Good morning from Bali once again. It's been a long week in our advanced yoga teacher training, so I'm super excited to get on my mat and just move with you guys. Today, I really want to focus on foundations of core in your practice. Our core is one of the most important building blocks of our practice. It's the good structural foundation to find strength through at the beginning of any practice. So today we'll focus on the core in the beginning of the practice, and then we'll move into a little bit more of fluidity and flow. This will be probably a 20 to 30 minute flow, and this is all levels, so feel free to join, beginners to advanced students, and you can find advanced positions throughout the flow as well. So let's join in downward facing dog. So as you come into downward facing dog, create a strong foundation here by pressing the heels in, pressing palms in. And just settling into your breath first. So we come into that Ujjayi breath, equal inhales and exhales through the nostrils. Pulling belly into spine, so we're engaging through our first and second chakra here. Muladhara, where we root into the ground. And moving up into Uddiyana Bandha, pulling belly in towards the spine. And an inhale, roll forward to plank. And on an exhale, use the belly to draw the hips back, downward facing dog. Forward to plank, inhale here. Hips back and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Forward to plank, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. So nice and slow here, and again, forward to plank. Downward facing dog, exhale. Last one, forward to plank. And come down to the forearms here. So coming onto the forearms, forearm plank, pulling the belly in. Shoulder blades moving down the back, and make sure that the hips aren't coming up too high. They're staying in line with the crown of the head and the heels. And then slowly walk the feet forward towards the hands. Let the head come back through the shoulder girdle, belly in. And just working into shoulder strength here. Come down to the knees. Sit back onto the heels, child's pose for a moment, so forehead to the earth. Slowly walk the hands back towards the knees. Swing the legs around and come to lying on the back. Let the knees go wide here, palms of feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana. And clasp the hands together, pointing your fingers forward. On an inhale, oh hello, cold chance. Probably the best way she could have entered the video. On an inhale, pulse forward with between the legs. Exhale, come back down. So keep finding tiny pulses here through the belly. Keep the shoulder blades off the mat. And lower back down, knees into the chest. That was quite hilarious. Living with another yoga instructor that does online yoga videos can be quite entertaining. Keep the knees here above the hips. Bring your hands to the back of the head. Clasp fingers together. And on an inhale, send the right leg straight as you twist to the left. Come through center, left leg straight, twist to the right. Keep moving back and forth here. Really plugging the lower back down, using the belly. And try to pull the elbow up to the knee instead of the knee back towards the elbow. So you're really trying to draw the shoulders off the mat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower back down, plant the feet, take a breath. So we're really getting into the core at the beginning of this practice to just find strength, find that root here that helps us find strength throughout the practice, throughout that fluid motion. Legs straight up towards the sky. Reach the arms up and reach to the outside of the right ankle. Come through center to the outside of the left ankle. Keep moving back and forth, shoulder blades off the mat through center. For 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the knees into the chest. Begin to rock back and forth here, massaging the spine. Take about 3 rocks until you come up to a seat. Come back to tabletop. So wrists directly underneath the shoulders. If you're in Bali, you might have a lot of ants and bugs on your yoga mat like I do. So just wipe them away. Knees directly under the hips. And on an inhale, let the belly drop as you look forward. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Cat and cow. Inhale, belly drops, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, round the spine. Keep moving with your own breath. Come back to a neutral spine. Tuck the toes under, press the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee down, reach up, Anjaneyasana. So feel the belly stretch here. Opening the chest, looking up. Hands to the ground, step back, downward facing. Forward to plank, inhale. Knees, chest to the earth, exhale. Inhale, forward, cobra. Hips to heels, downward facing dog, exhale. Step the left foot forward, inhale as the right knee goes to the ground, you reach up, Anjaneyasana. Hands to the ground, step forward, exhale. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Let the knees be slightly bent here, chest draping over the thighs. Reach all the way up to standing, inhale. Hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra, exhale. Reach and inhale. Heart center, exhale. And last one, reach and inhale. Bow all the way down, exhale. Come up halfway, inhale. Right foot back, right knee down. Reach up, inhale, Anjaneyasana. Hands to the earth, press back, exhale, downward facing. Forward to plank, inhale. Knees and chest to the earth, exhale. Forward to cobra, inhale. Hips to heels, exhale, downward facing. Right foot forward, left knee down, reach up, inhale. Hands to the ground, step forward, exhale, forward fold. Reach up, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. Reach and inhale. Bow and exhale. Come up halfway, inhale. Left leg back, left knee down, reach up, inhale. Hands to the ground, step back, exhale, downward facing. Forward, inhale to plank. This time, halfway chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, forward, upward facing dog. Hips back and up, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right knee down, reach up, inhale. Hands to the earth, step forward, exhale. Rise up, reach up, inhale. Hands to Anjali Mudra, exhale. Hands alongside the body, Tadasana, palms shining forward. Shutting the eyes down here, staying quiet and still for a moment. Open the eyes, inhale, reach. Bow, exhale. Come up halfway, inhale. Hands to the earth, exhale. Send the right foot back, right heel down. Spin all the way up, warrior two. So deep bend in that front knee. Sink in through the feet, root down through Mula Bandha. So that feeling, that tight cinching in at the pelvic floor. Flip the left palm, reverse your warrior. So left arm up overhead. Look back at the right ankle here. And right arm can come to the lower back or wrapping around to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands to the earth. Onto the right tiptoes, keep the right hand planted, left arm reaches up, twisting open. Look up towards the top hand. Keep the hips lifted, pulling that lift hip back. And then slowly bend into the right knee towards the back of the mat, coming into Ninja Warrior. So the left toes point up, hands at heart center, looking towards the right. Come back towards the front of the mat, hands plant. Take the left big toe, open up, Vajrasthana. Coming into that side plank with this leg variation. Feel free to keep the left foot down on the ground as well, or the right knee down if you need a modification. Step the right foot forward, low lunge. And step back, downward facing. Forward to plank, inhale. Halfway down, exhale, chaturanga. Forward to upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Step the right foot forward, left heel spins down, come up, warrior two. Virabhadrasana two, so sink into the front knee. And again, cinching in at the pelvic floor, engaging through Mula Bandha, sinking in. Flip the right palm, reverse warrior. Right hand stretches up overhead, left hand to the lower back. Look towards the left ankle. Come back to warrior two. And down to a low lunge. Onto the left tiptoes. Plant the left palm, straighten the right arm, opening up to the right in that twist. Keeping the hips lifted and pulling the right hip back to stay in line. As you lower the right hand, come to the left knee, bend into the left knee. Right toes up towards the ceiling, hands at heart center. So the left heel can be down or onto the left tiptoes. But we're opening up into the hips here, keeping the chest open, looking forward. So using your balance, slowly come back to center. Come back to the front in that low lunge. Take a hold of the right big toe, opening up Vajradhana. So coming into that side plank with the big toe bind, decide to modify here or take a different leg variation. Come back to low lunge, step back to downward facing. Inhale forward to plank. Halfway down, exhale, chaturanga. Forward, inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. So moving through that a little bit quicker this time. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel down. Windmill up, warrior two. Flip the right palm, reverse. Come down to a low lunge, left palm plants, right arm stretches up, twisting open. Come back to Ninja Warrior, bend into the left knee, right toes up towards the ceiling. Come back to low lunge. Take the right big toe, open up, Vajradhana. Come back to plank and press back downward facing. So just a little different than before. Left foot forward, right heel down, windmill up, warrior two. Flip the left palm, reverse. Back to warrior two, come down to a low lunge. Keep the right hand planted, left arm stretches up. Left hand comes down to the right knee, bending towards the back of the mat, coming into that Ninja Warrior. Coming forward, low lunge. Take a hold of the left big toe, open up, Vajradhana. Come to plank. Downward facing dog. Very good. Walk the feet halfway up the mat. Come down to the knees. Sit back onto the heels. So a little back bend at the end of our series here to stretch through the core work that we've done in the belly. Go ahead and come onto the knees. Bring your hands to the lower back, right on the sacrum. And we're not really pressing the hips forward. We're lifting the chest up. So you can tuck the toes under, or you can keep the feet flat, the tops of the feet flat to the mat. On an inhale, lift the chest up. On an exhale, slowly come back. Maybe the hands come down to the heels, coming into Ustrasana. The head can drop back or not, depending on how it feels for you. Two more breaths. Slowly coming back up the way you came in. Set the hips back on the heels. Hands resting on the knees, palms shining up. Shut the eyes down. So just noticing the sensations in the body, noticing the breath. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Deep sigh out. Hands travel to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Thumbs between eyebrow center, Ajna, third eye center. Bowing down. Namaste. So thank you guys for joining me on the mat this morning. It is nice and humid and sweaty here in Bali, even after a short flow. I always recommend, if you're trying to strengthen in your practice, especially for inversions, to add in some core foundation. So any kind of core strengthening at the beginning of your practice or throughout it is always quite vital to the growth of your strength in your asana practice. So I'll try to add a little bit more in the next couple of episodes, dealing with core in the beginning of the practice or just throughout it, and really engaging through Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha so that we can strengthen that essential part of our body that we need in our practice. If you like the video and you want to join me on the mat again, feel free to subscribe to the channel and share it with loved ones. And you can also find me at echo_around the world. And send me any messages for anything that you might be needing specifically in your practice or anything that you're working on. And I would be more than happy to tailor some practices to what you're looking for. Bye, Guru.